no way. I didn't take a breath like I should have before I started singing that, but you know where I'm going. And I thought it was so good. What a stupid line. Screw your courage to the sticking place. I thought, this is stupid. So one day I just sent I don't know what we did. I don't know if we texted in those days. That was a long time ago. I texted to the guy playing Gaston, I'd loan you some courage, but I've screwed it to the sticking place. Then he sent me back this like 10-page thing about what the sticking place is and why that means something. And the sticking place is a line from a play called Macbeth, which also later became a line from Hamilton. But he says, Lady Macbeth looks at the guy Macbeth and she says, screw your courage to the sticking place. And what it means is, ratchet your courage till it's strong enough to hold. Screw your courage till it sticks. Well, when we were trying to modify the world to do our show, we had made the whole set out of foam. It was gigantic. It was a 2-story set. It opened. It was crazy. I built it somewhere else and moved it down here one piece at a time. It was nuts. And this piece of foam was left over, and one of the girls wrote the sticking place on it. You've seen this before, but you hadn't? And I just got it today. No, it's been around for a long time. And for a long time, we would just bring it out, and it was just a piece of foam. And we started talking about this being not just a piece of foam that says the sticking place, but our sort of sticking place where we could put our courage, or where we could take courage if we need it. So for years, we would touch this on the way in the door. And if you can see under the glass, there's like lipstick marks. The girls used to kiss it sometimes on. I don't know who advised that, but
this was pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID, of course, yeah. So, and then they finally got it put in glass for me one year, and so everybody touches this on the way in and out the door. If we get to a show and you're nervous, you can touch this and know that for 10 years, everybody who's been on this stage has touched this going in and out of the door. And if some of them were feeling really good, it was the last performance, when they touched it, they left all their extra courage here. And when you touch it on your way in, if you need extra courage, you take it from here on your way in. What's cool about this is glass, obviously, and when you touch it, your fingerprint is there. So this glass changes every time a person touches it, or kisses it, or whatever they do. And at some point, the idea of this glass is so meaningful to me because everybody who comes on this stage changes the theater program. When you come in here, you bring energy, you bring personality, you bring your talents, and the theater program keeps building and getting better and getting different and changing all the time. So that's what this symbolizes, is when you touch it, your fingerprint goes on this glass and it is never the same again. If it gets covered in years to come, it's different. It's different before you touch it, it's different after you touch it. This program grows and changes every year because you guys become part of it. So you, ladies and gents who are in your first high school play, or have been this year, you are now part of this. And if you never do another play again, you will remain here with everybody who is coming after you. I don't believe in mysticism. I don't believe anyone takes any real courage and slaps it on here, slathers it about, and you can actually take it from it. But the symbolism that everybody who's come through that door has touched this and has brought something new and different onto this stage really makes us feel like we're part of something that's been around for a long time. I love Broadway, and several years ago, maybe 20 years ago now, there was a new musical coming out. And I was so excited about this new musical because I knew the people in it. I mean, I didn't know them personally, but I'd seen them before. I thought, oh, they're good. I know them. They're good. They're going to be good. And it was Wicked. And the day the album came out, I bought it at Meijer. Because Meijer, like other stores, used to have a CD section. And I found the Wicked album and I purchased it. I put it in my car and I got to, I think it was track 3. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. 3 or 4, maybe 5, it doesn't matter. But as far as I got, and I just repeated that song over and over my whole way from Meijer to the school. And the song was The Wizard and I. And I thought, this is the most clever, wonderful thing I've ever heard. The whole last part of that song is like, I'd be so happy I could melt. I get that. That's funny. People, they'll love me so much when they see me, they'll scream. I'm like, this guy's a genius. So I pull into the parking lot, and I see one of my students. And I don't know how she was outside. It's not important. Sometimes the facts are fuzzy. And I said, Kenley, get in the car. You've got to hear this song. So she gets in the car, and I play this song for her, and we're like, this is the greatest song in the world. Like, Kenley, you'll sing this song one day. It's so wonderful. You'll love it. She's like, yes. And I had to write her a pass when she was late for class. But she goes inside, and then I thought, well, I probably should listen to the rest of the songs on this album. And then I got to Defying Gravity, and I listened to that one 50 times. And then I got to the end of the CD. You know what's at the end of the CD? Somebody knows what's at the end of the CD. For Good. For Good, right? Now wait. No, listen. So in that song, she says, I've been changed for good, meaning forever. Okay? She goes, I don't know if I've been changed for the better. I don't know. But I know I've been changed forever, for good. That's what this theater department is we get together and we change things and we make each other better. So that when this is over, we have been changed for good. And hopefully, you've been changed for the better also. Next year, half of you will not be here. But you'll come back and see the show. I know you will. Maddie Watson is proof that happens every time. Okay? But the rest of you are now changed because of this show, because of these people, and you will come back and we will have a new thing that will be, better may not be the right thing, but it'll be different, it'll be good, it'll be what we make it. But all of that will be built on the people who made it before us. Okay? So, we got today, and then we only have tomorrow, but we have about 900 people left to share this with. They all deserve a spectacular show. You guys have earned the chance to have people appreciate what you've done. So, we're going to take a deep breath after this. Then we're all going to go make sure that none of this stuff is still on stage. We're going to do the practical parts of what it is we have to do next so that we can do the thing we came here to do.